Okay, guys, welcome back. I don't know how well this is going to go off, but I'm going to try to say my best. Every Lokean is special to Loki. Every Lokean, no matter what you've done. No matter how many times you've kind of messed up the whole Lokean thing, it's okay. He loves you. One of the things though that's very mean to do as a Lokean is to go after other Lokeans. I think we all agree. If you're currently going through jealousy or insecurity, talk to Loki. If you find you cannot read or see or hear or do anything, you know, um, done by another Lokean, if you find out it sets off your jealousy or rage or anger or insecurity or whatever, don't engage with it for a while. And I'm saying that from a very loving place, having been there. If you're feeling insecure and shaky and sad today, don't engage. You don't have to. It's not a requirement of being a Lokean that you must go read all the blogs and watch all the videos. It's really not. If you find the only way you can deal with, work with Loki and be, safe and secure in your relationship is to not actually engage with other people that work with them, that's okay. Do the best you can. You don't have to, keep trying to make these quantum leaps. Baby steps. Baby steps. But, a really mean thing to do is to run down the women that work with Loki. Um, I know people like to do that. I guess they think that we're like these tiny defenseless targets. Have you met a Lokian woman? We're feisty, bitey vixens, and we're usually gentle, I think, at times, and people therefore take that as a weakness. But we tend to be gentle and fun loving and happy and everything until you really hurt our favorite dog Fox by saying things or speaking of him in a way we find dishonorable or disrespectful. Or you dismiss all the women that Loki is involved with in whatever capacity as his harem. Um, Lokean women are strong, beautiful, independent women. I don't care if they're natural born, if they're trans, if they are women in their hearts. They are beautiful women. And that applies to all the other genders of Loki, too, just to be clear. All the people of all genders, no gender at all. It applies to everyone. Beautiful, strong, independent people. They don't need Loki to, keep them in a harem. They certainly are not his property to go engage with as he willeth. And frankly, focusing on only that is a disservice to Loki. This is a god some Lokeans will fight to the death with you on about being a creator god with his brother. Some people see Odin, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Heinir and Loki, or Odin, Loki, someone else, as the original recreator brothers. This is not attested to in the lore, but some people see it that way. Two of Loki's brothers, because he does have brothers, are by names or Hittite of Odin, so therefore people will make the connection and say they are brothers, not blood brothers. We don't know. We don't know. The lore just would change all the time. But, we don't have to go after each other. You should never disrespect anyone of any gender or any relationship of Loki. Never dismiss it or belittle it or speak of it shamefully. You should never just focus on one aspect. Can he be romantic? Sure, that's wonderful. That's awesome. He had me make a video about that once that I regret to this very day because it's brought a lot of sorrow into my life. I'm happy for the Lokeans it's helped, but I truly regret some of this negative stuff that has come from that. And, I'm sorry. He's my favorite dog Fox. I can take a few hits. It kind of hurts when they come out of nowhere. And I go, oh, I feel bad now. Give me ice cream. So if ice cream shows up tomorrow, I'll know he heard me. And we should never do that to each other. We should never run down each other, hurt each other, dismiss relationships as being less important than what we have or other, whether you see yourself as a follower, child, whatever of Loki. We should never say, I'm the more important one because this is what he tells me. Don't share private stuff. Don't share private stuff. Don't share intimate times. Don't share private things you've been told in private. You know the stuff you've been told to big up your ego and to make you feel better and to, give you confidence to get out there. And you know the stuff you've been told that you share because you're trying to poke little pinholes in other people's relationship. That's mean. Don't do that. Don't be that Lokean. The good news is if you are that Lokean, you can change. You can change. Stop sharing. Stop oversharing stuff that should be kept private. Stop focusing on only one aspect. Don't just focus on the trickster. Don't just focus, and the more I work with him, the more that really good, it irks me. Don't just focus on the Marvel aspect because that's not actually Loki. Don't just focus on romantic Loki. Don't just focus on, Breaker of Worlds. Get the whole deal. Get the father, get the husband, get the teacher, get the, fool in Odin's court, if you want to use that metaphor. Some Lokeans get prickly about it. I understand that, but basically people will say that was part of the function that Loki, you know, held, which is why we call him Loki the Fool. We don't think he's an idiot. We're too smart to say that to his face. I go, yeah, and, the fool could say whatever he wanted and the king wouldn't behead him. So the fool would act as the release valve for the court because the king would say something stupid and the fool would go, ha ha ha, and say exactly what the fool felt like saying. And the king might want to behead him, but you can't just keep beheading your fools and your gestures and everything you're happening. So I go, yeah. And, that's Loki's job. So if you find yourself doing that, if you find yourself saying mean stuff or belittling other people or tearing other people down, stop. Apologize to Loki. It's probably too late to apologize to the person you did it to. In fact, you'd probably be kinder to leave them alone, but, stop. Don't do it. Don't be the jealous Lokean. Don't be the hurtful Lokean. Don't be the Lokean that, hurts the relationship for someone else. Be the Lokean that's like, okay, I realize I have this, that, and the other as drawbacks. I will try to work on that, but in the meantime, I don't have to engage with Lokean content. If I'm feeling kind of jealous and insecure that day, I'm sure as heck not going to go look up somebody's Loki blog of awesome stuff Loki did for me because that's going to be the last thing I need to see. It's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be able to get along with everyone and read everything without ever going, I'm jealous. It happens to us all. We're human. But, try to be better. If you don't know better, learn better. And then when you learn better, do better. So that was a lot more positive. I go, yeah, that was a lot more positive than the first 40 attempts. But, guys, try to be cool to one another. Try to be cool to one another. There's not many of us. We're an endangered species. We don't need to be sniping at each other and trying to big ourselves up at someone else's expense. So if you like what you see, like, comment. I got that's a good title. Be cool to one another. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.